What's up, everybody? DanRock08 here with 1999 year in review. This time it is Backlash, the final in your house pay-per-view. So, this was actually a good pay-per-view. Like I said with Spring Stampede, it being the best pay-per-view overall probably of 1999. This Backlash is probably the second best pay-per-view of 1999. Definitely the best pay-per-view of WWF. That's for damn sure. So we kickstart off with Brood losing to the Ministry of Darkness as Viscera comes out and Ministry of Darkness picks up the victory. The Ministry team was the Accolades and Midian. And they took on Edge, Christian, and Gangrel. Now, the Brood was part of the Ministry of Darkness, however. Christian, screwed up one time. And then they beat the shit out of Christian. And then Gangrel and Edge was like, no, fuck you. He's our brother. He's our friend. Screw you. And they left the Ministry on their own. They lost here because of the interference by Viscera. Semi-decent. I give it a 5 out of 10, 2.5 stars. Moving on to a hilarious, fun as shit hardcore title match. Unlike the stupidity, the forgotten, and the clusterfuck of hardcore title match back at Wrestlemania, this time around, Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly. This was just another fun hardcore title match. I mean, they battle out in the parking lot. Hardcore Holly throws Al Snow into a giant into a dumpster. Does a big splash. They fight in a TV, and they fight in the audio truck. And there's a guy sitting in the audio truck. He's like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Huge hip toss off of the ledge onto a car, and then a body splash. Just gets two. They go back into the ring, all the way back to the ring. Just fun, good stuff here. I give it a 6 out of 10, 3 stars. Nice, entertaining match. It ends. There's a superplex through a table, and then Al Snow gives Hardcore Holly head by beating him with the mannequin head. Pretty good stuff here. Next up, we have a shit IC title match with Godfather defeating Goldust. Not much to say here. It was just a bad match. I give it a 1 star, 2 out of 10. Just bad. But Median was in there. And the funny part, Goldust hit Shattered Dreams on Blue Meanie, and then Godfather picked up the victory. Whatever. Goldust not in a good. Well, let's just say he didn't like what was going on with his character and everything. He was just in a bad place. So, Goldust eventually would be out the door later on. Then we get the New Age Outlaws defeating Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. This is Owen Hart's final pay-per-view match, and actually one of his last matches, and that is terribly tragic. This was a fine match. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Fine match. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of cool moves going on here. I'm not really sure though. It's hard to describe because there's a lot of funny tag team moves that New Age Outlaws did. Deborah was wearing almost fucking nothing. She was just wearing a skimpy little bra and a thong and her jacket. And everyone was saying, "Show, we want puppies." And they wanted her to show the puppies, right? Honestly, I wanted to see her ass, so, but whatever, fine. They lost, and New Age Outlaws win. Then we get the second only Boiler Room brawl between Mankind and the Big Show here. And This was just hilarious. It is absolutely nothing compared to their SummerSlam 96 Boiler Room Brawl between him and Taker. This was just basically funny shit. Alright, it was just a funny brawl, okay? It's nothing like the Boiler Room Brawl match of 96 SummerSlam, okay? That one had a huge story. It was personal. It was really damn good. And this was just hilarious. Okay, I give it another 6 out of 10. Nice stuff. Mankind gets the victory. Funny. Then we get a forgotten great hidden gem here between Triple H and X-Pac. This was just a good, solid match. This was really good to watch. Triple H was on his way of becoming a world champion here, and they were really pushing Triple H big time. Which is kind of funny how, yeah, they were pushing Triple H big time towards the world championship, but they were also pushing China pretty hard too. China a little later on would win a #1 contendership for the world title. Yeah, at one time, China was considered to be in a world champion match. But anyways, Triple H proved that he can be a main event, as X-Pac and Triple H just put on a great match here. 7.5 out of 10. Kane comes out, interferes, hits major choke slams, double Bronco Buster on Triple H and China. Then Triple H hits a pedigree, beats X-Pac. Good match, 7.5 out of 10. Then we get a match between Undertaker and Ken Shamrock. Kind of a weird pairing. This match was, a lot of matches, a lot of attitude matches. A lot of matches between the Attitude Era, you can see, had a lot of brawling, a lot of outside brawling, a lot of outside brawling, a lot of in-crowd brawling, a lot of big moves, a lot of weapons. This felt very old school. It was very slow paced, very methodical, the in-ring psychology was just phenomenal work, actually. The crowd wasn't really liking it. You had to be the kind of fan to sit there and actually pay attention and actually kind of be patient and actually watch it and actually love it, because there's a lot of rest holds, a lot of leg locks, a lot of arm bars, a lot of that stuff going on here in this match. This was just a nicely done match. Kind of like Undertaker vs. Kurt Angle later on. This was a nice match. A nice match. I give it a 7 out of 10. Good match. The crowd wasn't liking it. They were actually kind of falling asleep. But I enjoy this match. You have to be, like I said, old school. This was, like I said, most Attitude Era matches were like outside brawling, fighting in the crowd, weapons, interference, hijinks. This was old school. Very, very old school. If you're a big time wrestling fan of like Texas wrestling or Southern wrestling or 70s wrestling, something like that, where it's like very, very old school, very slow pace, a lot of rest holds, you would be a big fan of this match. I liked this, 7 out of 10. Next up, finally we get to the main event for the WWF Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock from the rematch of WrestleMania 15. And let me say this match is head and shoulders better of WrestleMania 15. In my personal opinion, of all the matches Stone Cold and The Rock had, guess what, people? I think this might be the best match these two have had. That's right. I just said not only is Backlash match better than 15, it might be better than their 17 match and their match at WrestleMania 19. This was just a great match. a great brawl. Better than their match at WrestleMania 15. A lot more to it here. Steve Austin defends and wins. Just a good match. Great match. 8.5 out of 10. Head and shoulders better than the WrestleMania 15 match. And maybe better than 17 and 19. Maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe. Overall, Backlash was a huge step up from WrestleMania 15. This show is everything that WrestleMania 15 wasn't. Everything WrestleMania 15 wasn't, this is a much better show than WrestleMania 15 by far. I give it a 6 out of 10 overall. Just a huge step up from WrestleMania 15. The best WWF pay-per-view of 1999. And so far the second best pay-per-view of 1999. Great show. You have some huge underrated gyms in there. Triple H versus X-Pac. Undertaker versus Shamrock. The main event, of course. The hardcore title match was funny. The Boiler Room Brawl was hilarious. The only thing that was bad was the Intercontinental title match. So, anyways, Backlash in your house. A good show. 6 out of 10. The best pay-per-view of WWF so far in 1999. And I'll catch you next time with WCW Slamboree. And next time, WWF, I'm skipping over your house. Over your house. That's a funny-ass name. Over the Edge is what I meant to say. Out of respect for Owen Hart, skipping that on to the King of the Ring. So, Slamboree, catch you on the flip side. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Bye-bye. Blah.